What a question. I love this one. Let me rephrase it back so that everyone else can hear it. So you're asking, how important is it really to have a purpose statement for your business? I love the skepticism. I appreciate your curiosity and I appreciate you asking it that way to me. And I appreciate the opportunity to share it with you. So the way I've experienced this and working with so many clients in shaping and seeing the result, there are 3 key benefits you gain from having the right kind of purpose set. Okay, so it's probably the differentiator here. So let's look at what they are. First is attracting top talent. The second thing is unleashing your team's true potential. And the last is creating raving fan customers. Okay, so those 3. Now, I want to dive in a little bit for each of these because they need some context, right? So let's look at the first one. And this is, what was it? It was attracting top talent. This is crucial today. You've got a team, you know what it's like when you've got the right kind of team, right? So you want to make that process easy. Now, top talent today are looking for meaning and they're willing to sacrifice part of their pay in order to have this meaning at work. So what that means for your business is when you have a strong purpose, we're talking, let's take a moment here, having a purpose that is impact driven. It can't be purely surface. It can't be business as usual focus because people see through that. That's not meaningful. It needs to be meaningful. And when you have a meaningful purpose, something that champions a cause, or it doesn't have to boldly state that, but needs to be connected to that authentically. It becomes a magnet for these people who are looking for this. They're qualifying companies based off how you show up in the world, what you do, what your purpose, your mission is, right? Your vision for the world is, and they are willing to join a team for less than what they might be paid at a non-meaning driven organization. Right, because they prioritize meaningful work. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you think about, we see this, if this candidate is looking for, the millennials say care about the environment more than the older generation, right? So they want to make sure that your company authentically cares about the environmental issues, right? They also want you to do more than that because that's the baseline. Now, if your company can offer that, whereas company B doesn't, who do you think you're going to go with, right? So the second thing we talked about is unleashing your team's true potential. True potential. Now this is important because today we only have finite time. Everyone has finite time. And when you give them this meaning at work, it unleashes their creative and their discretionary energy, right? Because of the passion that they feel for what your brand stands for. I used this metaphor over the weekend. I was meeting with some friends and the slight difference is, you know, when somebody cooks with love, you can taste the love in the food. All right, so you get where I'm going with this. You know when somebody puts love into their work. And that's what happens when you unleash their creative and discretionary energy, right? So when you give them this meaning, they aren't just clocking in time, right? They're not looking at the time, oh, it's half an hour to go and then scrolling TikTok, right? They're right to the last minute, like pouring their soul into the work. And stats tell us with this that the difference between a disengaged team member and an engaged team member in a mid-level role is 1,200% more productive because they're motivated. 1,200%, 12 times the output, same salary, same hours. But we're not asking them to stay back later and do more. It's just they do more within the time that they have, right? How much do you want that? All right. The third thing we were talking about is creating raving fan customers. Now, we're talking outside, but let's come inside, right? These employees who are passionately connected to your why, right? The direction that you're going as an organization. When they're passionately connected, they are delivering exceptional experiences to your customers. They can't shut up about the impact that you're creating. And these experiences turn your customers into loyal advocates or raving fans are created inside. If you want to create a raving fan outside, you need to create a raving fan experience internally for them. So when your team believes in your purpose, that enthusiasm shines through in everything they do, every customer interaction. So customers not only receive excellent service or product, but they connect with you on a deeper level, right? And there was a survey recently that said 8 out of 9 consumers are more loyal to purpose-driven brands. And that was from Cone Communications. This means because of their loyalty, they're more likely to repeat purchases and stay with you and refer you, which means compound customer growth. So we want raving fans, and that happens internally. So coming full circle, having a clear and powerful impact-driven purpose statement is incredibly transformative for your business and vital. Yeah, I hope I've convinced you of that, because if you want top talent, if you want productivity through the roof, and you want raving fan customers, then you need to have a meaningful purpose, a impact-driven purpose statement that's authentic, that you live and breathe, and all the rituals that surround that. Does that make sense? Great question. Thank you so much.